All right, everybody, welcome to the Keith Leal Radio Show live Facebook page, along with Houston's Tejano Hits page as well, and live on YouTube. Welcome to the show, and for the first time via live stream, she's been on the radio show before. We'd like to welcome Marisela Hernandez. Welcome to the show, Marisela.
Hi, hello, thank you.
Awesome. It's wonderful to have you. I know you've been on my radio show several times in the past, and this time around, so let's just do a live stream. Bring her on live and share a little bit
I know.
about you and what's going on with you and all that other good stuff. So, how you been?
Yeah, doing good, doing good. Gracias a Dios. I know. I was super excited and I was a little confused. I was making sure this morning. I was like, is it going to be video or is it going to be a phone? Because I know that I've talked to you guys several times and I'm always so grateful and thankful because you guys, yourself and Mike and Ricky at HoustonTejanoHits.com have always supported my music and always supported me. But I don't think I ever actually got to talk to you guys, have gotten to talk to you guys on video. So,
Yeah.
hello, everyone, all the way from the Rio Grande Valley. I'm here in Far Texas, and so it's so good to see you and your audience. Uh,
Awesome,
I
awesome.
can't say live in person, but here we are in video. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's
live
nice. I'm
stream,
doing
yes.
good. I'm doing good. I'm super excited because I just released my album, my first album. I guess they
Hmm.
call it an album still, right? My first CD. What is it
Well,
called
they,
nowadays?
they
I'm old
believe it or
school.
not, they still. I mean, believe it or not, they still do have hard copies, and there's still some people that do make the hard copies. No, really, I mean, because some
Yes,
people like to collect those. You know what I mean? And there's no reason why anyone shouldn't have that available. You know,
absolutely.
and it's still a thing. So don't worry about it. We got.
It is. And and I learned that because I want to say about 3 years ago, I went to we go to the Las Vegas National Convention, the Tejano National Convention in Vegas every year.
Hmm.
And they're with shout out to David and Sarah Chavez. And of course, so we go there every year, and I set up my little booth and I do a lot of PR and I do we sign autographs and sometimes I perform. Sometimes this last year I didn't get to perform, but we go and we sell merchandise and we just talk to the people. I meet so many people because in Vegas at the convention, I mean, you have people from all over the place, not just Texas. Obviously, you have people from California, all the way to Florida and everything in
Hmm.
between,
Yeah,
so it's really exciting. And believe it or not, the item that sells the most in Las Vegas at the convention are the CDs.
the CDs,
Are the
correct.
CDs. And so the first year, I
Wow.
didn't take any CDs. I didn't have an album yet. I had singles that I had been releasing. And so I took t-shirts and koozies and, caps and everything else that's cool
Hmm.
to sell and give away. But I didn't have any CDs. And people were asking me for CDs. And I was like, wow, I don't have any. And they're like, well, next time you come back, you need to bring some CDs because, a lot of people still listen to them the music in their cars and
Hmm.
and a lot of people also just like to see the graphics, the
Correct.
everything that goes into putting in a hard
A hard
CD,
copy.
the
Yeah, definitely.
pictures, the information, just everything that's in there. You
The
learn so much
credits.
the credits as opposed to
Hmm.
just downloading it and listening to the song. You don't really get any information on the song or exactly
You're
the
right.
credits, who recorded it, who was on there, the guest
Hmm.
musicians. And so yeah, it's really nice. So I learned after that, even for my singles, I was making hard copies of my singles.
Oh,
So I
okay.
was selling those in the meantime. But now this is going to be the first year that I go to Vegas, and we're going to be going, I believe this year it's going to be July the 7th, 8th, and 9th, or 8th,
Hmm.
9th, and 10th. I need to get it right.
Something like that.
It's something like that, but it's that week after 4th of July. Um, the weekend after 4th of July. And so
Hmm.
this year is going to be the first year that I get to take my whole CD to sell. So hopefully it'll go well.
And you're gonna take, would you order a pallet?
No,
I'm sorry.
I ordered a little
I'm
bit. I
kidding.
I
I'm
only
kidding.
ordered like a little bit because I don't want to stay with all of and so yeah, we ordered just a minimum amount just to see to kind of get the feel of it and just to see if,
Right, right.
if it's going to sell and if we need to then which will be a good problem to have if we need to then we'll order some more after that. The good thing is that once
Awesome.
the order is placed there we can just reorder it anytime. So
Correct.
if I happen
Yeah.
to run out of the ones that I have, I can always reorder more. So if anybody is interested in purchasing a hard copy, you can inbox me directly under Marisela Hernandez on Facebook, or my
Hmm.
husband Johnny Hernandez. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. So hopefully, people will like it, and I tell my friends that ask me, wow, that have already listened to the whole thing. It's like, wow, not to toot my own horn, but they're like, all the songs are good. I was like, well, you know what? It's that I really, really put a lot of thought into each and every song that's on this. I don't have any what you call fillers
Hmm.
on this album. They were all songs that have been released as singles, or the other songs that are on the album that haven't been released, they're going to be released.
There it is.
And so
Right.
each one of them is like really, really, really good, I think. And so as a matter of fact, I just released one of them off of this album as well, the cumbia. So
Yeah.
yeah, y'all are already playing that.
Yeah. And this album is your first complete album that's ever been released.
It's
Everything was
my
just
first complete, like, everything before this was just singles.
okay.
And
Yeah.
and it's weird because it throws you off because I call it cinco. My album's called five. It's called cinco. Well, it's called cinco años,
5 años.
and I called it that because I was weird, right? Because we were running out of time, and I told my husband it was December, and I said we had to like officially release it by December, right? That was our deadline. And I said, "Ah,
Hmm.
we don't even have a name for the album." And I thought, well, let's go on Facebook and let's see if people will come up with a name. And then
Uh-huh.
we were talking about it, and I said, Jesus Christ, you would think that after 5 years of putting this together that I would have
Yeah.
a name. And then my husband Johnny says, well, why don't you just name it Cinco? And I was like, Cinco? Like Cinco what? It's five, Cinco años. And I was like, Cinco años. I go, but I don't have 5 albums. People usually think, okay, like numero cinco, that's like my fifth album. No,
Right.
not at all. It took me 5 years. It took me
Hmm.
5 years from the first single that I released, recorded, to December. It took me 5 years to get all the 10 songs and to get
Hmm.
all my album together and to finally,
And
so I called
finally.
it cinco años because it took me 5 years to actually put it together.
Right. Well, that's cool. That's outstanding. You know what I mean? Glad you came up with a name. And this one is it's special because again, you put everything together. You put all the hard work in the past 5 years, to
Yes.
get everything out, all your singles, and now the complete album. This means a lot to you, I'm sure, to you.
Yes.
Having to do that. Yeah.
It's
Awesome.
super special. It's super special to me. And like I said, I think every song we put so much effort into it. And the whole album it's not the same musicians. I used
Hmm.
guest musicians on a lot of the songs because according to what the song style was, we wanted to have, kind of who we thought would be a good, like, hey, we can use this guy who's an awesome bass player for this song, or we get
Hmm.
the cumbia. We used different musicians for that as well. And so we kind of tried to cater to each song, like, with the musicians. But I mean,
Wonderful.
I just want people to. It's out there. It's on Spotify. It's on iTunes, Apple Music, all of it, all of the digital
Digital
platforms,
platforms. Yes.
whichever outlet you choose to use. It's out there, and so I encourage everyone to go out there, search me up, Marisela Hernandez, and all of the songs are on there. And so listen to them and let me know. I like feedback too. I like, hey, well, that one's not so great. Okay, that way I know what
Yeah.
the people are liking, or I mean, just
And what they're
because I
not.
know,
Yeah.
just because you like it doesn't mean everybody's gonna like it. I get
Correct.
it, and I'm
Yeah.
okay with that. I'm okay with that because it comes with the territory.
Hmm.
But maybe some that are hitting stronger than others, and I thought, maybe we should include something like that for my next album.
For your next album, yeah.
Yeah,
Good deal, good deal, good deal.
yeah,
So a little bit to catch everybody up to par, Marisela. Again, you're from, you said
yeah.
Far,
I'm from
Texas.
Par, Texas, here in the Rio Grande Valley.
So it took you 5 years to actually complete this album. How long have you been actually doing the musical thing? How long have you been singing? I
I've
know it's
been
probably been a little
singing
bit longer than that, huh?
just a little bit, just a
Not too
little,
much.
just a few more years. No, no, I guess, even though I'm considered an up and coming, I'm considered a new artist, which I
Hmm.
am professionally. I've been singing um professionally since the year 2000, which would
Okay.
make it 23 years.
Hmm.
That's horrible. No, that's great actually. I started professionally because before that, I was singing in, of course, karaoke bars. I've been a karaoke DJ and host for 15 years. I
Hmm.
was for 15 years before that, and so I was singing in karaoke bars and singing here and there. But professionally, I got my break with Jimmy Gonzalez and Grupo Más. A lot of people know my story, and a lot of people don't.
Hmm.
Um, Jimmy Gonzalez, when he first branched out to his solo career after Mas split up, that
Hmm.
was in the year 2000. And so when Rebecca Valadez, their backup vocalist, was gonna take off to Los Angeles to go and sing backup vocals with Janet Jackson, so
Hmm.
she was gonna leave the Tejano scene, and they approached me and asked me if I would be willing to do it. And at the time, I was super terrified because I had never done it professionally. I'd never sang professionally before. And I mean, you're going to get your first break and your first shot with Jimmy Gonzalez and Grupo
Right.
Más. It's a little intimidating, but it was exciting. Jimmy always que en paz descanse, he always
Hmm.
supported me, and he would always tell me, if I didn't think that you could do this, I would have, invited you to do it. So I have faith in you. You can do this, just try. So I
Okay.
did. So I toured with him. I went on tour with him as the new Grupo Mas, the year 2000, 2001, 2002. So I toured with him for 2 years. And then at the time, of course, I had to make a decision because I had a job. I was a radio DJ at the time.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I was a radio DJ here in the Valley. It was a Regional Mexicano, regional
Hmm.
Mexican radio station. I wasn't into Tejano yet until all of this. And so I kind of had to make a decision. I had to pay bills and I had to, be home with the family and stuff.
Hmm.
So I quit the band. I was just kind of on standby just in case, right? But I quit the band, and then it wasn't until about 8 years later that I decided to record a single on my own as a solo artist, as a solo artist. So that's when I started as Marisela Hernandez, and yeah, that was in 2018.
Okay. In
So
2018.
here I
Yeah.
am. Yeah, 5 years
Well,
later, here I am.
definitely have some experience, under your belt, and again, you're here to for one thing and one thing, not one thing and one thing only, but we are here to share the new single with everybody that's out watching right now. So if you're watching, please share the video as well, everybody out there, so everybody gets an opportunity to hear a little bit about Marisela Hernandez and her story and whatnot. She does have a new single that's making waves in the airwaves right now. Este Que Nadie Sepa Mi Sufrir, right? Este
Yes,
off the
that's the
album.
latest one.
Cinco Años is the title of the album. We'll get to that song here shortly for everybody, and we're going to play it so that way everybody gets a chance to take a listen to it right now, which is on our airwaves on HoustonTejanoHits.com as well as any of your favorite radio stations out there in the state of Texas and maybe Arizona, California. Who knows? Someone's probably picked up on it. And a big shout out to Cielo Entertainment as well. It's got a big part in this and always sharing music and stuff. And her artist and Marisela Hernandez is an artist under her wing as well. So a big shout out to Myra D.
Yes, a big hug, a big I love you to Miss Myra D, Cielo Entertainment, and also her little baby puppy, Paris. It was her birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Paris.
Myra, Myra, Myra. Well, let's play the song for everybody, and then we'll come
Okay.
back and chat a little bit more. So they haven't had a chance to listen to it. They're going to hear it now, right here, live on this interview on the Keith Leal Radio Show Facebook page, YouTube channel, and Houston's Tejano Hits page as well. So check this one out, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll be right back here with some more Marisela Hernandez and just a few right here. Check it out.
No te asombres si te digo lo que fuiste, un ingrato con mi pobre corazón.
There you have it right there. That is it right there. Que nadie sepa
Yay!
mi sufrir on right here on the Keith Leal Radio Show Facebook page, and that was her new single right there. It's available. It's out, available on all digital platforms. So, like she said earlier, go out and you got your favorite platform people that you. Everyone has their own favorite. So go out there and search Marisela Hernandez. She's got other songs on there as well, not just that one. The complete album, I believe, is already uploaded. So they do have it out there, I believe. Right? You have the entire album available on all
Yes,
digital.
yes. The whole
Cool.
entire album is available on all the digital platforms. So if you have Spotify, you search the album or you search my name, Marisela Hernandez, and album will come out. All the songs are on there.
Hmm. Cool, awesome. They can
Yes.
add that to their playlist. So again,
Yes.
I mean that's outstanding. You know, it took you, like you said, 5 years to grab this album, and you also have hard copies available for everyone out there as well. Any performances do you have anytime soon in the near future that anyone can go out
I
and check it out?
do. As a matter of fact, right now we're for under Marisela Hernandez, my performances.
Hmm.
I don't have any, I think, until late July. But before that, I'm getting ready to perform because I don't know if a lot of people also know this and a lot of people don't, but I'm also doing a little side project, which is becoming not a side project, like a main project. I'm
Yeah.
also doing part of the Laura Canales tribute. Band. And
Okay.
so we're doing a project where it's a show, it's a 1.5 hour show of Laura Canales songs, and they go all the way back to like the very beginning of her career, music from the uh, like Snowball and Company days when she was with
Yeah.
Encanto, Los Fabulosos Cuatro,
Uh huh.
just way
Way
back, and
back.
all the way up to the 80s. When she recorded her latest music and stuff. So this show, it's a Laura Canales tribute show, tribute to Laura Canales show. And so we're getting ready to perform that at the Cinco de Mayo Festival in Alice, Texas.
Okay.
And that's going to be, I believe, on May the 6th. It's on a Saturday. So that's coming up in Alice. And then also we have on May the 13th here in Alamo, Texas, here in the Valley, the Rio Grande Valley, we have the Watermelon Festival, and I'll also be performing there in Alamo, Texas. So everybody from Para San Juan Alamo, all of my uh, family and classmates and everybody from PSJ and the surrounding areas, I expect you guys to be out there and see my show. That's going to be May 13th. Um, and then I have a Red, White, and Blue Festival that's going to be in until July in Elsa, Texas. But
Elsa.
yes, but
Okay.
I usually post everything on my social media. So if anybody would like to keep up with my shows and performances, y'all can follow me on. I have a TikTok, Marisela Hernandez, everything under Marisela Hernandez, Facebook under Marisela Hernandez as well. So
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
yes, I'm excited about that too.
Big hello going out to Norma Salazar, who's got us watching, tuned in from Holland,
Hi,
Michigan.
Norma. That's right. Oh, that's right. She's a big supporter. Yes. Hi, how are you? And also
Conjunto Ben
Conjunto
says
Ben
hello.
is out there.
Yep.
Saludos, saludos. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
And your husband as well, Johnny Hernandez, is watching
Of
as well.
course,
Big shout out
of
to him as
course.
well for
Yes.
making this all possible today as well. Without his help, we wouldn't be able to get this done. I know you needed some help earlier, but you got through it. So
I got it. I got it. Thank you. Yeah, no, my honey. He's my manager, right? But he doesn't really. I tell him, well, he doesn't like to give himself that title, although he does
mhm,
all the job of the manager and everything, promoter, manager, just
the works.
everything. Yeah, he puts all the work into it, and so I really appreciate him always, Johnny Hernandez. Thank you, honey. But we got this.
You got it. We got it. We're
He's
live.
working today. Yeah.
So, going back to your musical career, Marisela, what has been your biggest fear? So, I mean, thus far, whether being on stage or just, performing, basically.
Wow. I never really thought of what my fears are because every time that I'm on stage or every
Hmm.
time, excuse me, that I get to perform, for me, it's like a happy place. It's
Okay.
it's it's a totally happy place for me. It's when I get to perform, I just go into another headspace, I guess. I go into another world, and it seems like none of the problems, with my health or with, financial or family, anything, no problems like in the real world
Yeah.
exist when I'm going to have a show and performance. that's just what music does to me. It takes me to another place, and I'm completely in a happy world when I'm doing
Hmm.
that. But I guess if I really have to think about it, fears, you know, there's always, for example, the fear of losing your voice when you're in the middle of a
True.
show. I had a little bit of that in my past, in my past show in Alice, but you try to just cope and deal with it. And then
Yeah.
another one of my big fears is performing and literally getting like a bad response from the crowd. It has never happened yet, and I pray to my God that it never happens. But yeah, that would be horrible.
Horrible, horrible. Do you do any
Yeah.
songwriting?
No, I don't. I
No.
don't. I should.
Yeah, well, I
I
mean,
know.
some people say that, I mean, they should, they want to, they just don't have the time. You know what I mean? I guess it's
Well, I have a lot of time, but but I never have. I never, and that's because I'm really good at writing. I love to write like poems, and I was I minored in English in college, so
Mhm.
I'm a big fan of. See, that's the thing. I'm a big fan of like being like grammatically correct and just so I don't know about him, but I would be too hard on myself. But I think one day I just need to just try. Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to just try it. Why not?
Just why not? Just, even if it's just half a song.
Sure, sure.
Why
Yeah,
not?
yeah. I
You-
can just try it out and see where it goes. If it doesn't, that's okay because it would probably just be considered a personal goal and or something that I
Right,
got
right,
to
right.
do. But it's not easy. It's not easy. My hats off to the songwriter, to people
Hmm.
that
Correct.
do write music and do that. It's not easy. Well, I'll tell you one thing. For me, writing like lyrics is easy, but coming up with melodies, that's not easy.
Hmm.
I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know. I just my brain doesn't go there. I just
At all. Yeah.
at all. My brain, I can sit there like a chicken on an egg, or I can sit there, but nothing will come out. You know, some people have it. Some people. I don't have that. Um, I don't have that talent
That talent
of coming up with melodies.
with
So
melodies.
yes, I appreciate all of you songwriters that come up with beautiful melodies for all of us artists to be able to sing.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh, definitely, definitely. Then there's a lot of them that do, and they take the time, and they're well at it. You know.
Absolutely.
It's I guess it's challenging, I guess, for them at times because they can do both. And they can write and sing their own stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I
yeah,
envy them in a
definitely.
good way though. In a good way. It's, hey, cada quien has their strong talents. And so the people that have that talent, I really appreciate you guys.
Yep. A big shout out to Joey Fuentes. Says you got a fabulous singer.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Yes.
a
Yes,
wonderful
yes, he's a
person on the show.
songwriter as well. And I believe my husband knows him from some bands that they used to play with in back in the day, back in when we were younger. Um and I believe he contacted him. So
Mhm.
hopefully, if everything works out well the way we're planning it, we'll be getting some songs from Joey Fuentes as well and see how that
Awesome.
comes out.
Yeah, that'll be on the next album, next
That
single.
I absolutely, absolutely.
Says
Yeah.
need more Tejanas in the Tejano music industry. Shout out to my family, Richard and Janie Zuniga in Mercedes. All right, to Rosie Zuniga.
Oh, who's in Mercedes? They're here from the Valley. Let me put on my glasses, right? Oh, from Norma's from Michigan. Oh, okay, there he is. Yeah. Got a fabulous thing. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Joey. Appreciate that.
From Portland, Oregon, as well. So there's Rosie Zuniga is from
Thank
Portland, Oregon.
you.
So cool,
Thank you.
awesome.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I know
Yeah,
that Houston, TejanoHits.com, and it's worldwide. But based in Houston, I need to make it out to Houston really, really soon. I've been saying
definitely.
that this past year, but hopefully this is going to be the year that I'll be able to get out
But
there.
the album's out now, so you have no worries right there. And you can
Yeah.
take it with you on the road. You got hard copies now, so you can take it on the road and promote it as well. And
Yes. Yes.
you never know. You're always welcome here. The door is always open. At Houston's Tejano Hits. Whether
Thank
you
you.
ever decide to come to Houston for whatever reason,
Yes.
drop by, do a live interview, live in studio.
Absolutely.
More than
Absolutely.
happy to have you along here on the show. So, again, if anyone wanted to get a hold of you, Marisela, where would they go on social media?
On social media, it's mainly my Facebook under Marisela
Okay.
Hernandez. Artist, it says in little parentheses. Marisela Hernandez artist, you can just message me, inbox me, direct message me, or my husband Johnny Hernandez as well. And definitely, yeah, we'll answer you right away. If you all would are interested in having either the Laura Canales tribute show in a city near you, or Marisela Hernandez, my band, we also do, you know, uh, private gigs. We also just anything that'll get us out
You'll get
there
you.
and yeah, and play our music for you. We're all for it. So give us a call. And if you want to call directly, you can call our direct line. It's area code 956-650-8022.
And there you have it, right there. Get a hold of her so you can book her for any, like I said, any
Yes.
event that you got there in the future. Anyone that's up and coming. So stay, always look her up, Marisela Hernandez. And a question here you had from Norma Salazar. She wants to know if you will be in Vegas again this year. So I think you confirmed that already,
Yes.
huh?
Yes. We're going to be in Vegas again. So if you're going to Vegas, please stop by my booth, stop by my merchandise booth. You don't have to buy anything, but please stop by and take a picture. I'll give you some posters. I'll be having some little free stuff there too. But I would love to take a picture, get to know you. We'll exchange social medias, and that way we can keep in contact. So yes, please, I urge you. If anybody out there is going to be at the Tejano Music National Convention in Vegas, it's going to be July 8th, 9th, and 10th, or 7th, 8th, 9th, somewhere around there.
Something
But I
like that.
look forward
Uh,
to seeing you guys.
Definitely, and they can look it up on your social media page as well. I'm sure you'll have some
Yes,
postings
we'll
in
be
the near
posting.
future.
Yes,
Definitely.
totally.
Awesome, awesome. So she says she will see you there, and this awesome job, Keith. Keep up the
Yay!
great. So a big shout out once again to Joey. Gracias, Joey. Thank you so much for watching this afternoon. It's Friday here in Houston, so it's the weekend is near. All right.
Yes, it is. Happy Friday, everybody. And I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Turn up the music and Tejano music, of course. And
Awesome.
y'all enjoy yourselves. I don't know if you have another song you're going to play for them.
I don't have another song here, but we definitely. I think that's pretty much all we want to encourage everybody to go out there and download the album. It's the Cinco
Yes.
Años. The new single
Yes.
is out. The album is out. It's available on all digital platforms. Go out there and add it to your playlist. Everyone has their favorite, so go out there and grab it. Marisela Hernandez. Remember that name. Write it down. Search the music. The single you just heard earlier was a single that is just released right there. Cinco Años. That's the cover right there. Beautiful artwork, by the way, on the album. So it's
Thank
just wonderful,
you.
outstanding. I think I mentioned that to you earlier. It's just it's
Yes, we
some
were talking about that off the air. How
yeah.
on this album, we worked on it ourselves, my husband and I. I did the artwork, the picture.
Uh-huh.
I did myself, and then my
Awesome.
husband worked on all of the credits and
Hmm.
all of the rest of well, it's all considered artwork. So yeah, we did it all ourselves. We everything about this album we did ourselves. From the choosing the songs, recording, the artwork, the everything. And so it's really special to us. We put in all the work, and so we just hope you like it. We hope you like it, and if you do, let us know. Send us a message. And if you don't, well, that too, we want to
Yeah.
know.
the,
But thank
the
you.
positive, negative feedback, it's all
Absolutely. It
well. It's
comes
all
with
good.
it. It
Yeah.
all comes, it's part of it, because
Hmm.
not everybody is going to love you, and that's okay. And not everybody's
True.
going to love your music, and that's
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah.
Because there's plenty of others that do want to
Th-
love and support you. And
exactly. So
we
shout out
love
to all
all of
them.
that. Absolutely. Yeah. You know what? Hay para todos. Hay para todos los gustos. I myself, just speaking of music in general, I mean, I don't love every single song that's put out there
Right.
in any
Exactly.
genre. I don't love it, and that's okay. Everybody has an opinion, and we love you for being honest. And we just the people that do choose to support, we love you a little bit more.
Wonderful, wonderful. Marisela, always a pleasure to have you on the show. We look forward to the next, as always. Cello Entertainment artist right here with us, Marisela Hernandez. Look her up on all social media platforms. Again, she's one of her main ones is Facebook. So search there. You'll hear all about her and all her music. And the music is available once again on all digital platforms. So go out there, stream it, download it on your favorite platform today. Marisela Hernandez, Cinco Años is the name of the album. So again, best of luck to you in the near future, Marisela. It was wonderful having you here on the show again, and we'll definitely look forward to the next right here on the Keith Leal Radio Show, along with HoustonTejanoHits.com as well.
Thank you so much, Keith, and all of your staff at HoustonTejanoHits.com. I love you guys, and I can't wait to see you all soon. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Thank you. God bless.